American History Through Music. Welcome. Quarantine American History Through Music. My own children have told me that I'm old, so I have to stay home. So I'm resorting to starting a band, and my wife's going to be joining me in a minute, and we're going to play the second song category for you, or a song from the second song category. So this song category is called the Lament. If you guys remember when we were in class many days ago, we talked about the Industrial Revolution, how that wiped out thousands of years of human continuity. I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but more or less people lived the way they had lived for millennia, really until the mid-1800s. And once the Industrial Revolution began, vocations were wiped out. People would, work on steamboats, and then those were wiped out, and they work on trains, and those were wiped out, and then the automobile ruled the world, and so on and so on. And we even see it today. Who knows what the economy is going to look like once all this is over? There could be big changes, just depending on how everything plays out. That's unusual in history. So we've noticed over the years that there is this type of song that artists have written. It's not like anyone's sitting around consciously doing this. It's just part of the landscape. It's part of the cultural mentality that has arisen over the years. Is there's this angst and stress and strife about change that occurs even in one person's lifetime. And that song category is called the Lament. And I'm going to ask you guys to find songs in this category. Probably the hardest category. Make sure you understand it. And if you don't, email me and we can, I can talk about it some more. But really two main kinds of laments. One is lamenting for the agrarian way of life, which we spent time talking about. And that's the song we're going to do. Back in the 80s and 90s, there was this sort of looking backwards about small farm America, and popular culture took over with movies and songs about the loss of the small farmer. It's really, that had been going on for almost 100 years. Really, World War II was the last time we saw a small farmer be sort of the majority in America. But in the 1980s, there was this, I guess you would call it a nostalgia for that agrarian way of life. And there were popular songs, and I could mention movies that came out. So that kind of a song, sort of a hearkening back for simpler times, is one category. But there's another category that's talking about, the factory shut down, losing jobs. This song I sang for you in class, A Train Not Running. A train not running is a lament, because when the train's not running, that means the economy's bad, there's no work, can't feed his family, stress and anxiety. So that we're not just looking for a sad song per se. Don't just Google lament, because you're just going to get all these random sad songs. We don't need sad songs right now. Things are, we need happy songs. But this particular kind of a category is people just showing consciousness of all this crazy change. And so the song that we're going to do is called Houses in the Fields. I'll post the lyrics, and you can read through it in case you can't hear. We're amateur filmographers, so we're doing our best here. And I'd like to introduce my wife, making her cello debut. The quarantine has forced us to try new things, and she had played the cello in the past some, but now she's revived it, and I've got a band again, so I couldn't be happier. So this is Michele, and she will accompany me. She's my accompaniment. She'll be playing with me. So, Houses in the Field. We're growing houses in the field between the towns, and the starlight dragging the movies closing down. Spaces won't be spaces anymore. Two more farms are broken by the drought. First the Wagners, now the Fullers are pulling out. Your American History 3 Music, I miss you. Tune in. We'll keep playing music for you.